I'm your host with the most, Lookum 23. You're joining me for Desire and Decorum First Winter, Chapter 2. All I Want for Christmas is You. On Christmas morning, you sit with Mr. Sinclair, Mr. Marlcaster, and Viscount Harry at breakfast. You lean over to Mr. Sinclair as you butter your toast. I suppose Countess Henrietta decided not to grace us with her presence at breakfast this morning. She was the last person I expect to walk through that door last night. I thought we'd seen the last of her at Edgewater when you expelled her from our wedding. She may be my mother, and I'm glad she can celebrate the holidays with us, but even I did not expect her to make an appearance. I confess I invited her to stay for the holidays. I needed her here. You have my gratitude for not turning her away when there's fresh snow on the ground. Viscount Harry... Now, I'm gonna be mean. Must I remind you what occurred the last uninvited guests? Oh, the name Comte Renard de Lure comes to mind, also known as Sir Gideon. I assure you my mother's visit will be nothing like that at all. I know she's done horrible things, and you expelled her with just cause. But she's still my mother. She's still our family, and I wanted her here for... And just then, the dining room doors wide open, and Countess Henrietta and Miss Sutton appear. Your stepmother rolls her eyes as Miss Sutton rapidly gossiping in her ear. And that was when Miss Holloway revealed Mr. Clay was American, and she is just getting desperate.
So it would appear.
Viscount Harry rises from his seat to pull out Miss Sutton's chair. He struggles on his cane as he helps her in. Thank you, my lord. You show me great kindness. Anything for you, Miss Sutton. You are...
Are you not going to help your own mother?
Countess Henrietta? I forgot you were here.
Foolish girl, did not last night's ceremonies escape your memories?
I thought it might have been a dream. Or perhaps remains of a nightmare I hadn't woken up from.
I assure you I wouldn't have come if it were solely up to me.
What a sacrifice you have made to visit them. Countess Henrietta rolls her eyes and then turns her gaze to the rest of the room.
Looks like the same as when I left it. It seems you haven't done much to Edgewater your own. Afraid of change?
On the contrary, I embrace it. After all, change is what made me Countess, is it not?
Or the oversight of a foolish father who...
Mother!
Who made a well-thought-out decision after he lost the heir to his estate.
I can scarcely believe the words out of your mouth right now. And he smacked his mother, technically. You and Countess Henrietta glare at each other. Then you feel a gentle hand on your leg beneath the table. Mr. Sinclair catches your eye. Perhaps we'd best take a walk and see some of the snow outside ourselves. You nod to Mr. Sinclair and then rise from your seat. While this morning's family gathering has been, well, I think it's best I leave now. Soon, you and Mr. Sinclair walk down a snow-covered path near Edgewater. Your arms fly about in anger as you vent. She has the gall to come to my estate and ruin our first Christmas together. Bella, not even Countess Henrietta could possibly ruin Christmas when we're together. She may be at Edgewater for the holidays, but I would never let her pull us apart. I have no doubt on that. And I suppose... happiness on Christmas. If I don't get it, she don't get it. Your embrace shall get me through the holidays. I can endure her if it makes my brothers happy. No, your embrace. All I need is your touch. Mr. Sinclair pulls you into the cover of the trees and wraps his arms around you. given to the embrace as his warm body warms you up from the cold winter breeze. I hope this helps. You have already caused my troubles to melt away. Perhaps this is a perfect time to reveal why I really wanted to go on a walk with you. Ernest, you mean to tell me you have ulterior motives beyond enduring things? Remain civil with my stepmother. If you hurry down the path, you'll see for yourself. You let go of Mr. Sinclair and then take off running through the snow. Until you discover a frozen lake where your friends are skating across the icy surface. Because he just knew they'd all be there. Look at them go! Look at them! Just kidding. It's like a wintry fairy tale. I thought you might enjoy a bit of time on the ice. Oh, it's Bambi and it's Scrumdiddlyumptious Pugsley. Bambi and Pugsley run along the ice, or edge of the ice, chasing your friends skating nearby. Prince Mead wobbles on the ice, but Sir Luke swoops in to steady him. Miss Parsons and Briar skate behind the pair, watching the two. If you give me some time, I'll surely master it. Prince Mead, you're doing quite well for your first attempt. And yet, Sir Luke, you have not complimented my first time on skates. Is it, Miss Parsons? So if I asked your sisters, they would second your statement. Perhaps. It depends on how loyal they feel. Your friends laugh and Briar notices you and Mr. Sinclair approaching and yells, "Stop dilly-dallying and join us already!" Who's the countess at this place? Yeah, me. Shut up. I promise you won't regret it. Bambi runs across the ice and then trips over her feet and knocks into Pugsley. Careful, you two. Wait for us. Oh, yes. Wait for humans to, enjoy Mother Nature. Okay. You and Mr. Sinclair lace up pairs of skates while waiting for you at the side of the lake. Mr. Sinclair glides onto the ice and you quickly follow behind him. As soon as your skate touches the ice, you begin wobbling towards Mr. Sinclair. Ah! Bella! Slip, trip, skate. Focus on skating and regain your balance. Phew! You skate a circle around the entire lake, gaining speed and confidence the longer you glide. You truly are a master at skating, my lady. You must show me your secrets. Show me them! As the rest of the group ventures across the lake, Mr. Sinclair stays close to you and you skate side by side. I'll admit, Ernest, this was a superb surprise. I thought you might enjoy it. Miss Daly discovered several pairs of skates at Edgewater, and it was clear what had to be done. Suddenly takes off and skates backwards as he faces you, but keeps your hand secure in his. You are quite skilled at this, Ernest. You must have done this in your youth. As a matter of fact, I came out here at least once a year. I'm shocked that the proud Mr. Sinclair still gives it such a into such childhood fancies. I wouldn't say they're childish fancies, but whatever. Mr. Sinclair flashes a mischievous look, then spins around you and dips you in his arms. You should know your husband is full of surprises. He holds you in his arms, staring deeply in your eyes. Like two magnets, you lean closer into his pull, only inches away. Bella. Crack! You look down and see that the ice beneath you is fine, but you hear a shriek across the lake. I broke my ice! Help! The ice! It's cracked! Help me! No, you don't. A large break in the ice rambles across, but out beneath Mariah. She remains perfectly still as you and your friends skate closer. You know what? I learned a lot from Walking Dead. It means not to do this. Briar, wait right there. Man, I'm scared. What do I do? I don't want to fall. Briar, wrap my hand. All right, but to hurry. Oh, why do I do these things? You carefully inch your way towards Briar, extending your hand to her. Mr. Sinclair grabs your wrist to hold you steady as your fingers barely graze Briar's almost there reach. Just then, Briar grabs your hand and you pull her across the ice to safety, but her foot dips into the icy water at the lake's edge. Cold, so cold. Hold on to me. You hold on tight to Briar. Mr. Sinclair helps you pull her out. You retreat back to the snow as Briar huffs. Her foot went in. Jesus Christ, you think her whole body went in. Thank you, that was close. You hug Briar as tightly as you can. I should have told her to make a run for it. Are you alright? I thought we almost lost you. Okay, shut up. Overdramatic much. I'm perfectly fine. I feel like I can breathe, finally. Briar exhales a sigh of relief and flops onto the pile of snow next to her. Are you certain you are fine, Miss Daly? You go to help Briar up, but she pulls you into the snow, sending you both into a fit of giggles. I think that laughter answers that. My mother always said laughter was the best form of medicine. We'll have to be more careful if we want to continue skating here. As long as we keep to the very far side, we should be fine. Brilliant! Whatever it takes to extend the fun. Perhaps for you, but I am finished skating today. You all go ahead. I'll keep Miss Daly company on the way back to Edgewater. Good. Mr. Sinclair cannot monopolize all of your time. I do not. Well, perhaps you have a point. You and Briar change out of your skates and start the journey back to the estate as the rest of your friends return to skating. As you venture closer to the house, the two of you pass a snowman built on the side of the road. Is it me, or does that snowman remind you of Countess Henrietta? No, because that snowman's warm and inviting. Okay? The yarn atop its head does look like her hair. That's a scarf. What are you looking at? What? Oh my god. Not to mention that eternally crossed expression. She does have a certain air about her. Stand behind the snowman and imitate Countess Henrietta's voice.
Yes, I'm Countess Henrietta.
I'm the heroine of Christmas. To man Edgewater belonged to my family. And the most generous countess who ever lived. Yeah, okay.
We all know that the current Countess of Edgewater is simply a pretender.
But Countess Henrietta drew heir to Edgewater. What about the Queen of England's declaration?
The Queen of England was but a fool, taking away what rightfully belongs to me, even though I married into the entire Edgewater fortune, but that is besides the point.
Briar shares a look and then bursts out laughing. Briar doubles over in her giggles. She leans against the snowman and knocks it over. Oops. What did you do to how? No! No, Countess Henry. I am destroyed. I would say we fix Countess Snowietta, but maybe we should make our own snowman instead. It just might be like when we were children again. Except more fun. Oh, please, Bella. I never wanted to do something so much in my life. Remember, I could have nearly died today without a chance to build another snowman. God, you're melodramatic, aren't you? Briar, stop being so dramatic. Briar takes your hands, her eyes, pleading. Just think of how sad you would be if you never could have given me one final wish. It would be quite fun to make one. We could even get Mr. Sinclair involved. I hate winter. That's all I'm saying. Briar, let's build that snowman. You and Briar immediately begin gathering as much snow as you can muster until soon Briar struggles to roll around a large snowball of snow. Oof, why won't it budge? Because you're not strong enough. Perhaps because it's half your height? Let me help. The two of you push the snow base together, watching it grow bigger before your eyes. I can't believe we haven't made a snowman in years. I remember our mothers knitting scarves for snowmen. They were always so colourful. Meanwhile, I recall you courting your snowman when we were children. What was his name? Mr. Giggles. He was the best man I'd ever met. Mr. Giggles, okay. Mr. Giggles was, oh well. The two of you laugh as the snowman begins to take form. You lift the torso on top of the large base as Briar turns her attention to the head. I wonder what our childhood selves would think of us right now. I think they'd say we were the same old silly girls we've always been, succeeding as high society ladies, failures for not marrying you off to Mr. Giggles. Ah, but it's not too late. Everything we need to build Mr. Giggles is right here. Briar pats the large base of the forming snowman. And then what are we waiting for? Mr. Giggles won't wait forever. Indeed, my snow wedding awaits. Young Briar would be so proud right now. Briar hoists the head on top of the rest of the body. You add a couple sticks for arms and a face of rocks. Then stand back and admire your handiwork. He's rather handsome, is he not? I agree, but he needs something else, like our mother's scarves for Mr. Giggles. Quick, look around. There must be something we can use. Yeah, let me find this random scarf just laying in the snow. And Briar spring into action, looking out, turning out pockets and reticles, hunting the nearby grounds for accessories until finally... I've got it! A sprig of mistletoe, an arrow through his head, an apple atop his head, a cigar in his mouth, a twig halo on his head. I'm gonna go with mistletoe because it seems more just realistic. You spy a mistletoe dangling from a tree nearby. You snatch it and then attach it to the snowman's hand. Oh, it looks like it's ready for a Christmas kiss now. You circle around the snowman and ponder his appearance. I believe we are close, but not quite. I don't know what more we could add. If not, does we have a hat, a shawl, or... That's it. You're a genius. Yes, I am. Why am I a genius? We may not have the extra articles of clothing, but Mr. Sinclair does. Oh, I like the sound of this. Lead on, Bella. You're gonna go after your husband, strip him down, take his clothes, put on a snowman? Oh, this'll be one. The two of you quickly return to the frozen lake. Mr. Sinclair stands on the far side as your other friends continue ice skating. You eye his hat and saunter over. That hat would look quite handsome on our snowman. Bella, I thought you had returned to Edgewater. We were on our way, but decided to make a snowman first. But before he's complete, I need... you to look over there. What's over there? In one fluid motion, you retrieve his top hat and then flee back to the snowman with Briar. Billy, you could have simply asked. That's half the fun, shut up. You don't have to follow us if you want it back. Hurry, Bella, he's gaining on us. When you return to the snowman, you place Mr. Sinclair's hat atop his head. You stand back and wrap an arm around Briar's shoulders. Perfect. Due to Mr. Sinclair's contribution, Snowman shall be a proper gentleman. We can't just call him the Snowman. For the end of time, though. He needs a proper name. Yeah, Mr. Giggles. I thought we were doing this. You're right. What about Mr. Giggles? Look at that. Oh, Mr. Giggles. It has been too long since we last met. I'm ever so glad we could meet again. How do you do? Still full of laughter? I wish you'd find an actual boyfriend. You look forward to meeting Mr. Sinclair, Mr. Giggles. I do not blame you. He makes a wonderful spouse. Can I tell you a secret, Mr. Giggles? I would pick you over Countess Snowietta any day. Just then Mr. Sinclair catches up with you and takes in the snowman's appearance. You are just in time, Mr. Sinclair. May I introduce you to our new acquaintance, Mr. Giggles? Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir, though I must ask, wherever did you find such a hat? I would wager that someone special gifted it to him. Do you know who the special lady is? Or woman is, my lady. I must commend her for such superb taste. You need to look no further, for I am she. Oh, well, in that case. Mr. Sinclair moves in closer to you, his hands drifting closer down, and finds yours as he moves closer and closer until Briar coughs loudly. She crosses her arms beside you. Shut up, you have Mr. Giggles. Go kiss him. Ahem, I know you're married, but what am I, invisible? If we imagine you are. 1,000 apologies, Miss Dally. Perhaps it would be best if I simply took my hat back. Mr. Sinclair retrieves his hat from the snowman and returns it to the top of his head. Even if Mr. Giggles is no longer has your item, at least he is protecting the way to Edgewater for the rest of winter. Unlike Countess Snowietta. Snowietta. You point to the befallen snowman next to you. Shaking your head, Mr. Sinclair stifles a small laughter. Poor Countess Snowietta, may she rest in pieces. Now, can we please return to Edgewater? The fire sounds lovelier by the second. You're the one that wanted Mr. Giggles. Shut the hell up. Yes, please. I shudder just thinking about the cold. Allow me to escort you back. Home with you sounds better than ice skating apart. You loop your arm around Mr. Sinclair's, then begin the journey back home. Several hours later, before Christmas dinner, you and Mr. Sinclair wander through the Edgewater halls. On the way to your chambers, you pass Countess Henrietta yelling at Mr. Woods. My lady, forgive me. I did not mean to...
Hired ward servants are meant to be unseen.
Countess Henrietta, you would do well to leave my servant alone.
Oh, Woods, you may go. We'll forget this even happened.
Yes, my lady. Countess Henrietta hurries away, leaving you and Mr. Sinclair to slip into your bedroom. I do not understand Countess Henrietta at times. Poor Woods, he does not deserve to be mistreated by her. If only she could enjoy the holidays, perhaps it wouldn't have to be an issue then. Mr. Sinclair wraps his arms around you and kisses the back of your neck. You also need to enjoy the holidays, Bella. I know. It's just difficult with Countess Henrietta around. I wanted a pleasant first Christmas where we could enjoy the goose and exchange gifts and... That's it, a gift. I'm afraid I do not follow. If Countess Henrietta wishes to celebrate Christmas here, she deserves a gift befitting her arrival. No, she doesn't! Jesus Christ, stop finding Scrooge in the world and trying to make them better. Your eyes sweep the room in search of a perfect gift. I'm gonna give this log is what I'm gonna do. Oh god, you know what? No, you're getting a fucking branch. Go in your bedroom window and break off a part of a branch. No, no. Why? You damaged that tree. She doesn't even deserve it. A stick, truly. I think it a highly appropriate gift. Sturdy, hardened with age, and remind her how she likes to poke into others' affairs. I am rather intrigued at what she will have to say. Something critical, I'm sure. Well, when you give your thoughtful gift to... I'm a dick, aren't it? When you give your thoughtful gift to Countess Henrietta, you should certainly look your best. And pray tell me what you would have me wear to look so dignified. Mr. Sinclair laughs as he opens your armoire to retrieve a silver dress with gold embellishments. Your hand runs over the silken fabric, soft against your skin. It's magnificent, Ernest, and so festive. I imagined you would look rather ravishing in it. You hold the dress against your body, admiring yourself in the mirror. You already tease me so much. You're not even in it yet. Why, Ernest, I do believe you have other intentions with this dress. I confess I'm guilty. Mrs. Sinclair holds you tight against his body and then growls in your ear. I cannot wait to rip it off your body tonight. Hold the dress up again, see yourself again, pondering carefully. Haven't we worn this before? I swear we've had an outfit like this before. You're slipping in the dress, relishing the feel of silk against your skin. Mr. Sinclair watches you hungrily from across the room as you slide on your gloves. You go to fasten your necklace, but your fingers fumble with the clasp. Allow me. Mr. Sinclair stands behind you in the mirror, his eyes lock with yours as he secures the necklace, his lips grazing your exposed skin. You are a vision, Bella. There are so many things I desire to do right now. Perhaps you might offer me a taste. Suddenly he pins you to his body as he kisses the back of your neck. His hands massage your breasts, your curves everywhere. Close your eyes, savoring the feel of his lips against you. And then you feel his fingers drift down to twist your soft, silken skirt. Ernest. But just as quickly as he started, he leaves you and heads to the door. He flashes a mischievous smile as he turns back to you. Shall we away to dinner? If we must, but you owe me more than that taste later. Glance at your appearance a final time in the mirror and then head downstairs for dinner. Here, Henrietta, here's a stick. Merry Christmas. Bye! Later, after servants clear the first course, Mr. Woods sets the Christmas goose in front of you. It smells heavenly, but there's not a chance I could possibly eat the entire dish myself. My dear, it's tradition that the head of Edgewater carve the first slice of the Christmas goose. Since you already look the part, there's truly no one more fitting to do the task. I remember when Father let me assist him last year. It's a great honor, indeed. I never had the opportunity. I suppose I never will now. You take the carving knife in hand and look at the goose in front of you. Let your brothers help carve. Sometimes it is time for new traditions to be implemented. Viscount Harry, Mr. Mulcaster, would you assist me? Of course, it would be my honor. Three of you gather around the goose and each take hold of the knife as you carve the first slice of goose. Though I wish Father were here to join us, I'm glad to partake in the tradition. I think he would be happy that all of his children are carrying on in his name. You continue carving the slices of goose as the food is dispersed through the dining hall. My first Christmas goose! I cannot wait to try it! I think this is even better than last year's. Except where's Mr. Knievi? Can I have a bite? You must wait your turn, Percival. Remember what we discussed? Soon everyone tucks into their own slice of goose. You take a bite, letting the crisp, savory flavor linger on your tongue. This is simply divine. Miss Finley has outdone herself. I could eat this all year. You notice Mr. Sinclair's eyes train on you. He hungrily takes in your appearance with each bite of goose. Listen, Mr. Sinclair. There's a difference between eating a piece of meat and a woman. Okay? I'm just saying. There's a big difference. And whispers in a low voice so only you can hear. If this isn't the only thing I have an appetite for. No, I suspect not. Countess Henrietta winces as she takes her bite, though clenched teeth she utters.
Yes, delicious. Not dry at all.
Viscount Harry glares at his mother from across the table. Mother, isn't there something else you wish to say?
I suppose there is. Your dress is acceptable tonight, my lady.
Aside from that, Mother. Countess Henrietta glares at her son to the side and looks firmly at you.
Countess Bella, I believe it's time we make amends.
It is. Here, I got you the stick! Did I just hear that correctly? No, you didn't, Mr. Sinclair. No, I didn't get her a stick. Jalapeno on your stick.
Not being an Edgewater has opened my eyes to certain things. And I am glad I have someone to share the holidays with besides my staff.
Perhaps expelling you from Edgewater was the best thing.
I would never admit to such, but I can see it was a mistake to attempt to keep Edgewater away from you.
Where it rightfully belongs. Can you stop it? She's trying. We'll give her the stick later. Countess Henrietta's lips thin as she utters,
Yes. Also here, this is for you.
She hands you a hand-wrapped present. You quickly unwrap the gift to find... Oh, shit. A tiara from Countess Henrietta. Oh, God. And I got her a stick. It's actually a lovely tiara.
Of course it is. It is from my personal collection. As if I would...
Mother!
I hope you will accept this Christmas gift in my apology.
Countess Henrietta, I accept your apology. You've done so many awful things to me since I arrived, but here's the stick. I can't stop harping on it. I'm kind of waiting. You are my family, and I see the sincerity behind your words.
You do? You do?
Yes, you are welcome to spend the holidays at Edgewater. Just then, Mr. Woods steps in the dining room holding your gift. You look between the gift and your stepmother, said Mr. Woods away. Shake your head at Mr. Woods and send him away as you return your attention to the goose. You did not give Countess Henrietta your Christmas gift. Yeah, it's because it's a stick! Yes, a very delicious goose indeed. Like it matters. PFD, we didn't give her a gift. I really don't care. That reminds me, Miss Bowman heard about Countess Lavinia a few days ago.
How does that even relate to the topic of the conversation?
Miss Sutton, what news does Viscountess Lavinia bring? Apparently, she and Viscount Westonleigh are let the Fetcher Creek mansion earlier next year. Countess Henrietta rolls her eyes at Miss Sutton, but Viscount Harry leans in closer. Isn't that the estate that the neighbor's Duke of Carlimont? Why, yes, it is. I wonder if something is happening between the two estates. Perhaps. I can't believe you're even more interested in the news than I. No one is even ever interested in my gossip. Miss Sutton? He's interested because it comes from you. I don't... Miss Sutton and Viscount Harry turn red at your words. They quickly glance at each other and then immediately look away. They're like children in preschool. Precisely what I thought. As you finish up the Christmas goose, you look around at your happy guests and raise your glass. Happy Christmas to all. It would not be the same without each and every one of you. Later in the evening, after dinner, you and Mr. Sinclair linger in the foyer after the rest of your guests have retired for the evening. He slinks his arm around your waist as you warm yourselves up by the fire, watching the flames lick the Yule log. It seems I have you all to myself, Bella. What do you plan on to do about that? Mr. Sinclair flashes a mischievous smile, then pulls you over to the Christmas tree. You glance at your painted ornament and smile as you repeat the etched words. Ah, soulmates, what would we do without those words? You know, I find myself in a position where I have received your fantastic gift, but you haven't received mine. Ernest, you are my gift. You are the best thing I could ever receive. Well, allow me to give you the second gift you deserve. He disappears behind the tree and retrieves a thin gift from the opposite side. He sits beside you next to the tree and drops it in your lap. You wrote me a letter. It's not much, but I do hope you like it. You cut up closer to Mr. Sinclair as you break the seal and begin reading. My dear love, Bella. Though the world attempted to thwart us many times, we preserve to celebrate our first Christmas together. I can think of no one I would rather share the holiday with than you. I know it has only been a few short months, and yet I feel as if we have been connected for lifetimes. As this ink takes to this page, my mind rushes back to our trip to France after this wedding. Percival was so excited to meet his real family, but from what I recall, most of all of his was his little head resting on your lap as yours laid against my shoulder. Those little moments cause me to envision what might, nay, what will be. I look forward to our own children surrounding us by the Christmas fire, you stoking the tiny head that lays against you while I read a bedtime story. Though it causes conflict inside me, I wish to speed forward to that day, yet I want to bask in every single second we share together as husband and wife. You're the reason I look forward to Christmas, ordinary days, and everything in between. You brighten my day with just a smile on your face. Happy Christmas, I remain forever yours, Ernest. You set the letter down and wipe away a tear streaming down your cheek. Ernest, I love you with all my heart. You throw your arms around him and embrace him as tightly as you can. You are all I want for Christmas. You are my love, my life, my everything. You let go of Mr. Sinclair, and he takes your hand, brushing his lips against your knuckles. Perhaps if you're feeling up for it, we might continue this Christmas celebration upstairs. Pray, what celebration did you have in mind? Well, you remember earlier when I threatened to take those clothes off of you. We must begin making children. His lips are suddenly at your ear, whispering in his sultry voice. Let my hands roam your curves, my lips touch your skin, and my body please you in the way you know I can. Ernest. Celebrate Christmas with Mr. Sinclair late into the night. You press a gentle kiss to Mr. Sinclair's lips and whisper into his mouth, Show me how you aim to please. I want all of you tonight. He rises and extends his hand towards you. Carry me. No. He helps you up, his arm secure around your waist. Follow me. You steal a few fleeting kisses as you hurry up the stairs, hands twined together. When you arrive at your bedroom door, Mr. Sinclair suddenly presses you against the wall and kisses you hard. His tongue runs along your bottom lip, and you melt into his kiss. Ernest. You run your hands along his chest as the kiss deepens.
Are those voices at this late hour? Who is out there?
Oh God, you just have to ruin everything, don't you? Hurry before we're caught. You're a man and woman in your own house. Shut the hell up about being caught. Pull away from Mr. Sinclair for a brief moment as you open the door and slip inside. As soon as you close the door, Mr. Sinclair is on you. His fingers tangle in your hair as he kisses you fiercely. You have quite the appetite tonight. Can you blame me when I surely have a wintry angel in my hands? Brace yourself against the wall as you feel his hands drift lower and lower. He scrunches the fabric of your skirt and massages your thighs. I have a thought on how to make tonight's celebration more interesting. Do tell, for I am completely and utterly yours at present. He finds your ear once more, his voice just above a whisper. What if we were to act like other people tonight? We could be whomever we'd well like and see where the night takes us. An intriguing proposition. In that case, let us be king and queen, servant and employer, strangers newly courted. King and queen, okay. Isn't that supposed to be people we like? No, what? No, this is shitty RP. No, stop it. I don't know, we'll try servant and employer. Yes, and I shall be your mistress and you'll be my servant. However, I don't think our normal names will suffice. Call me Evangeline. Evangeline? Alright, whatever. Just do it. Evangeline, oh Evangeline. Mrs. Sinclair leaves a trail of kisses down your neck, uttering your name against your skin. You too need a name. Surely I cannot call you Ernest all night. Whatever name you desire, it's yours. Frederick. Mrs. Sinclair bows before you and kisses your hand. Then your Frederick I shall be. Mrs. Sinclair bows. Why are we still calling him Mr. Sinclair then? Bows before you and then kisses the back of your hand, for the second time. How may I serve you, Mistress Evangeline? I'm looking to be more comfortable. Nope, we're not calling him Mr. Sinclair anymore, I'm done. Not even Pixelberry can play into this shit, for whatever reason. You're literally alone in a room with one other person. Who did you think we were going to call him? He flashes a coy smile at you and begins to unbutton your dress. His lips kiss the back of your neck as he helps you slide out of your clothes. Almost there, my lady. His hands cup your breasts from behind and tug at your corset laces. Soon your clothes are just a pile on the ground. Ah, much better. But I can't have a servant in improper attire. How dare I come before my mistress in such shambles? We'll fix that momentarily. In an instant, your lips crash upon his as you quickly push his jacket off and then rip his shirt off his body. Your lips leave his as you work together to remove the rest of his clothing, until only his undergarments remain. Evangeline. Shh. Your lips meet again in a flurry of kisses. His fingers caress every inch of you before tearing off his undergarments and casting them aside. That literally was what he was just wearing. Does this form please you, Mistress Evangeline? Indeed, but there is still more you can do for your mistress, Frederick. He scoops you up and lays you onto the bed. He kisses your jawline and then peppers your neck and caresses your breasts. Ooh. You grasp his hands tightly as his tongue swirls around your supple skin, causing you to writhe in pleasure at his touch. Let your servant please you, mistress. Your eyes meet, and you let your hand wander down his chest lower and lower until your fingers stroke between his thighs. Watch him squirm at your touch. He finds your lips again, kisses you passionately. How I ache for you, want you. Frederick, I want all of you too. You move your fingers between his thighs, stroking him as you bite down on his lower lip. A moan escapes his lips, a breath warm against you. I want you. And you will have all of me, but allow your mistress to reward you for all of your hard work. Your eyes alight with mischief as you push Mr. Sinclair onto his back. He reaches up to kiss you, but your lips barely brush his before you pull away teasingly. You send a trail of kisses down his neck and then wander across his chest as your nimble tongue dances around, sucking the warm skin beneath. Oh. Lower and lower your kisses go, stopping only when you reach between his thighs. You feel him clutch your shoulders as you have your way with him. His breathing quickly grows ragged with every aching kiss you pepper him with. Show me what you want, Frederick. Without hesitation, his hips start to move to the touch of your lips. His hands grow more desperate as you kiss him again and again and again. I need you. On command, you straddle him and let your hips rock against him as you ride him and ignite the fire inside. You reach up to cut your breasts, his numbs caressing them with a growing urgency. You throw your head back as a wave of pleasure courses through your body. He sits up and meets you, kissing you passionately, his tongue slips inside your mouth, searching every far corner. His arms wrap around and cling to your body, beckoning you closer with his touch. His hips move faster against you, with each other, the rhythm pounding. Suddenly the fire inside you bursts like a raging inferno. His lips crash against you, begging you closer with each thrust of your body, each kiss of your lips, each touch of your fingers. You dig your fingers into his back as the inferno pounds, growing uncontrollably. All you can feel is his touch, all you can see is his gaze, all you can hear is his voice. That's it, Evangeline. Almost there. The rhythm crescendos faster than ever before, the waves of pleasure building higher and higher like a dam about to burst, and yet his kisses grow impossibly more intense. Suddenly the dam breaks, stars burst before your vision as ecstasy courses through you. The only thing you can do is cry out. As the waves recede, Mr. Sinclair lays you back onto the bed, your bodies still moving together. He lets out a husky chuckle and then growls into your ear. I much prefer hearing earnest upon your lips. Perhaps your earnest can make an appearance now. Mr. Sinclair kisses you hard as his hips roll against yours, urging the familiar fire to ignite as the night wears on. Much later into the evening, but still before the dawn, you snuggle closer into Mr. Sinclair's arms. You stir against his chest, and he drops a gentle kiss atop your head, and then murmurs, "Happy Christmas, my love." Since it's Christmas, I think I deserve one final wish. Oh, you do? Was my letter not enough? However, because I cannot resist you, pick your wish, and I shall grant it. I wish to remain in your arms forever, do that again, to have our own tiny Percivals. We shall have an entire army of Percivals at Edgewater. I long for that as well, but perhaps we might start with one. If we must. You yawn loudly and nuzzle your head against Mr. Sinclair's chest, sinking deeper into his embrace. I wish we could celebrate more, but Shh, my wife. Rest your head and sleep. I am not going anywhere. Your eyes flutter and you drift off to the rise and fall of his breasts. Several mornings later, on New Year's Eve, Mr. Sinclair holds you tight against him as the first rays of light peek through the bedroom window. Good morning, handsome. Good morning, Mike. Suddenly the bedroom door bursts open! Bella, 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 Bella! Because, saying your name like 15, 17, how many ever times isn't enough? Quickly scramble to pull the covers over you and Mr. Sinclair's. Briar runs into the room. I've seen it all, it doesn't matter. Briar, you can't just run in here. I'm so sorry, but you have to come quick. You have to see outside. I can see outside from the window. Jesus, woman. I'm firing you. Bring in the new year with Mr. Sinclair and your friends. What lies in wait when the clock strikes 12? A new year. You act like there's gonna be another book. Pray tell there won't be. Hopefully this shit dies. Like I said, Pixelberry can't get that right. I don't know what it is. There's just a lot I could complain about Pixelberry. I'm not. It's just... there's a secret a lot of you don't know. And I used to be a writer for a far bigger audience than I have on YouTube or all my other social media things combined. I used to be a writer many years ago. And if you're gonna do that whole thing and you want people to actually get into the writings, you have to do better. I'm just saying. You have to immerse them. This one thing Pixelberry does not do. It does not immerse people. It does not. It does a piss poor job at that. But anyway, you guys know what to do. Hey, by the way, in case you were wondering, there's free games on Twitter. You should check those out. I dropped a link on our community tab on YouTube. Should really check those out. Free stuff, free games. Anyway, without further ado, peace.